Hello, everybody. I just wanted to talk to you guys about something a few people have mentioned to me when I talked about are you your best and you should be seeking someone who is equal to you. People said, like, oh, are you talking about your looks or the way you look? And my thoughts about that are I do think it's important to um, be the best version of yourself inside and outside. Not all the time, because sometimes I'm sure you guys have seen some of my videos where I just am like, whatever, I'm just going to do it. Sometimes you don't have to necessarily look your best or, be your best inside. There are going to be days when things are kind of like jacked up, you're feeling kind of jacked up. And no, I'm not talking about be your best at all times, 100% of the time, inside and out. I'm just talking about being a person you can be proud of, being someone who you would want to be with. Let's say you're going to a party with your significant other. Is that the best you can look outside? Do you know how to work with your own beauty to bring that out inside and outside? Because everybody has their own kind of gifts and beauty. I truly believe that. And I do think that no matter how beautiful you are, like even Halle Berry when she was in Catwoman, she was totally like had a homely version of herself, and we all know she's absolutely gorgeous. But, no matter who you are, you can be the best and the worst version of yourself at different times. So that is kind of what I meant about being your best self. It's not every second of every day being the best you can possibly be, but it's representing the best you can of yourself most of the time. And I'm not talking about 50% of the time, I'm talking about maybe like 80%, 70%, I don't know. And plus it depends on the occasion, on whether you need to be looking your best or but I do think that acting your best is probably closer to all the time. There are some times when you're feeling funky and whatever, but I think on those times when you're feeling like, you know what, I cannot be nice, it's probably best to do something where you're going to be alone anyway. For example, like when I call my grandma pretty often, my grandma and grandpa, and when I'm feeling like I'm not going to have anything positive to say, I'm not going to bring any light into their world, I just don't do it. Even if I really intend to or really want to, I just don't call them because I'm not going to bring any light and bring any happiness into their world if I'm feeling down myself. And that's pretty much just what I'm talking about. It's really important to bring light into other people's world. If you don't think you can do that, if you don't have the energy inside of you, you don't have the life inside of you that day or most of the time, probably you need to figure out like what's going on. Like, how can I be more positive? Read books. That's my answer to most things. I'm always reading. But read books, look something up on the internet. How can I become more positive? Definitely I have my days where I'm like, you know what, I'm just like laying there and just not feeling like doing anything. Although I'm in nursing school and that's probably not okay most of the time. But anyway, it's just about being the best version of yourself as much as you can be. And if you find that you're feeling really negative and really feeling down most of the time, there's definitely, probably, I'm not an expert, but a way to make yourself feel good and positive more of the time. And if you have questions about that, you can go ahead and write me comments, as I always say, down below. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That's also down below, the subscribe button. Anyway, I just want to get some of my ideas about that out there. It's not about being 100% your best all the time, but it is about like bringing light to other people's world, because you personally probably don't want people to come like bringing negativity your way all the time, bringing nastiness and always having an attitude your way. So why should you do it to them? I think it's a beautiful thing when you can spread niceness and good things out there in the world to everybody. I certainly try to do it. I do have my down days, but those times just don't step out there too much and don't put that negativity on other people, because you wouldn't want them to do it to you, probably, unless you're just a negative Nancy or whatever they call that. Anyway, that's my advice for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.